Hanging out here at Danbury Arena in the middle of Danbury Hat-Trick's training camp. I'm Jim Cerny, and we're joined by Tobias Odjick. And year two, you're not the rookie anymore. Welcome back.
Yes, thanks for having me. Excited to be back.
So, what's kind of different for you? Is there a different feel, a comfort, maybe? You know, second season now in Danbury. You're not the new kid anymore.
Yeah, no, for sure. Coming in here, I wanted to have a big summer. I knew we came up a little bit short last year, so we have our sights locked in. Not the new kid anymore, a little bit of a familiar face, but still working hard to stay on the team and working hard to try and show the newer guys what it takes.
Tell me a little bit about physically where you're at. I know you went through a lot last year. It was not easy for you to get through the season. You battled injuries, but you were standing at the end of the season and still playing a big role. So how do you feel coming into this season?
I feel better. Last year I had a little bit of a breakdown on my knee. I was going through a lot with my knee, but over the summer I worked on my knee. I worked on myself, put on a little bit of weight, try and get a little bit heavier, as there's some big boys in the league, and I felt it last year. So took care of my knee, took care of my body, and looking forward to going back at it this year. Trying to stay in the lineup as much as I could, keeping my body healthy. Yeah,
tell me about kind of that line that you had to walk last year as a rookie. You were 20 years old when you made your debut, so you're a young kid coming into the league. You probably want to prove yourself physically. You want to prove yourself as an offensive producer as well. You want to earn a regular spot in the lineup. Then you got these veteran guys probably in your face, oppositions, opposing players and all that. So how was that? How'd you balance all that, especially in the early going?
Yeah, right away, I knew coming in I was a younger guy, and I knew coming in I was going to be playing against men. I was coming out of junior hockey where it's a little bit different, younger guys my age, and your highest guy you're playing is 20 years old. I knew coming in here it was going to be a different game, and I'm a physical player. I knew coming in, be who I have to be. I wasn't going to change my game for anyone. I like to get in people's faces, I like to hit, I like to score. That's my game, so I knew I had to stick with my game and don't change anything, no matter who it was, where it was, how big you were. I had to stay who I was. So.
And did it make it easier? You had some good early success. You founded the back of the net early, in your career. Did that, let you, kind of catch your breath a little bit and say, hey, I can do this?
Yeah, no, right away, my first weekend, I got lucky and popped that first cherry right away, first weekend in. And there, once I got it, I was working hard, and they started me off on the fourth line, and they bumped me right up to the first because I was buzzing, I was in people's faces. So it was a little bit of a relief there, but I knew I had to keep going throughout the whole year and just stay true to myself and work. And it actually ended up working out in my favor throughout the year. I stayed around, stuck around. I was staying in the lineup, and I was getting treated well for my hard work.
What's training camp been like this year for you now? And I know, as you say, you don't take anything for granted. Your spot on the team, your spot in the lineup. But you're a little bit more of an established guy. You're a known entity now, on the team. How's this training camp been for you?
Billy's working us. Billy is working us. Still working hard, trying to keep my spot, earn my spot. No days off. But like I said, Billy's working us. He's getting us in shape for game ready, and we're ready to go. We're working hard.
So you fell short last year, in the playoffs. I know there was a bitter pill for all you guys to swallow, especially the veteran guys that had been here for a couple years, and that was their opportunity. A bunch of the guys retired at the end of last year. But was it as bitter a pill for you as well? It was your first playoff, your first professional playoff. You fell short. Is it different for a younger player, a guy still establishing himself, as opposed to guys that kind of were this was their last whack at it, last kick at it?
It stung a lot. Like, obviously you have one goal in mind. That's what we were working forward to all year. We were locked in going in. We knew right from the start that we had the group to do it. That's what we had our sights in, and it stung a little bit more seeing those guys, like those veteran players, seeing how much it hurt them. It stung. We knew we wanted to get that win for those guys because they were established pro players throughout their whole career. We had the Mealies, we had Brownie, Addy, we had all these big guys that they had played and sacrificed so much, and that's what we wanted to get. We wanted to do it as a team, and we wanted to do it for them. So it stung a lot, and we let it sting over the summer. We work towards it over the summer, and we're going to let it sting a little bit more. We have our sights locked for this season.
Yeah, okay. It kind of inspires you even more, I guess.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit too, and again, we talked about, you've referenced it a few times, being one of the younger guys. You're still one of the younger guys. But now the entire roster is a little bit younger than that veteran group of a year ago. Does that change the vibe or the field and the locker room on the ice?
Yeah, like we're all young guys, but everybody's so eager. Like Billy's working us, and every day he says we're working towards the championship, and we got a bunch of young guys that are just eager to do it. Everybody's working their butts off, and everybody's eager. They want to win a championship, but I genuinely believe this could be the group to do it, because we're hungry, we're young, we're fast, and we're the underdogs coming in this year. We're going to do it.
So underdogs this year that weren't last year, because of that veteran group. Quick final question for you. And I wonder, when you step on the ice, I know guys are looking to challenges, veteran guys trying to, hey, this kid here, I'm going to show him. Is it also an added element in there because you're an Odjick?
Yeah.
Your dad's certainly well known, was one of the toughest guys in the league. As we talked about, I know personally.
Yeah.
Do guys, has that always been the case, you think, with you as you come up through the ranks, that you're a little bit of a target because of your name, because of who your dad was?
Yeah, like I said, everybody wants to take a shot at the belt. Everybody wants to take a shot at me for who my dad was, and I let him. Like I said, I'm a hard-nosed hockey player, and because of who my dad was, people like to take runs at me. Everybody wants to beat up Gino Odjick's kid. So I just got to kind of put a smile on my face and battle through it. So I like it. It kind of gives me a little bit extra edge to my game, because that's a part of who I am, and that's my game. I'm a hard-nosed hockey player. I like to get in people's faces. I score, I hit, I fight. So I can do it all. So I don't mind it. Gives me an extra edge. If you're going to take the time out of your game to come and try and beat me up, I'm doing something right.
There you go. That's a very mature attitude, a very mature approach with it. Tobias Odjick and the Danbury Hat-Tricks kick off the season on the 21st against Delaware. Looking forward to it, and looking forward to another season of working together.
Yes, me too. Thank you very much.